minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Point it right. Right there. Regular. 54 miles. It's our time, guys.
First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Landry, the intended target. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Regular. Hey, team 6. Set the tone, defense. Alert.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A toss play to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Rip right. Big ass.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Play fake. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, 180. Pistol. You're all mine, baby. Get this. Bravo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, alert 33. Check 3. Alert.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, come on, man.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, check, Mike, 50, Mike. Hey, exit. Here we go. Check. Pistol. Lucky.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Rolling to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Wilson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. He finds Ursua. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the